Well, that brings me to the question of marketing. And VHT Studios, we're all about marketing. And I've been in marketing for so many years, I don't even want to admit to the number. But marketing strategy for every listing, and we can talk about luxury listings. For someone, 500,000 is luxury. For someone is $1 million. For someone is 25 million. But regardless, what is the support? What kind of support you are offering to your agents to create that marketing strategy for a certain listing that might be difficult or unique? It could be absolutely fabulous for entertainment, but not raising the family or something like that. Does your marketing team work with agents individually?
Well, I think every property, every market is unique. So when you're talking about a $500,000 studio, that might be the most exceptional studio out there with very unique characteristics. So we have marketing specialists inside our, it's about a 35, 40 member team now.
Nice.
That's a floor below us. We do have high touch with every one of our agents. They have a menu of services that they have an opportunity to take advantage of. They have consult from us on for this type of property, you should probably choose from these packages. But at any point in time when they want to have a custom conversation, they have one with us. And we then provide custom solutions. We might see something that is never been done before should be utilized for this type of property to help get it to the finish line and sell. I think so. The short answer to that is every property is unique. I mean, the other day I was on a call with an actual seller talking about what are you going to do for my home that's a little bit differently. And we talked about some of the unique characteristics, one of which was a 25-car garage. And I was like, all right, well, we're going to center a lot of our marketing around that garage and around the individuals that might want to take advantage of that garage. So that is, auto aficionados.
Exactly.
and individuals that do collect cars. So finding lists, finding partnerships that are, center around that, partnering with influencers, shooting content, partnering with Miller Motor Cars, and doing things that are unique for that property.
That particular property.
So that's where things that come into play, where it's not look at the menu, look at our suite of services, choose from those check boxes. Let's have a unique conversation. Let's even have a conversation about what's the selling point of that home. And let's work in conjunction with our amazing PR team to try and get earned media on that. Let's try and get a story on that, and then let's fuel our marketing from that story. That's where the unique one-on-one, bespoke, boutique-ish type conversations separate you from the pack. It's not a just go to the menu and that's all you have, and go have at it like so many big brands do. It's like, let's sit down, let's set up a time, let's have a conversation, and let's brainstorm every possible opportunity that we can have for that. And I think that's why Brown Harris Stevens love this type of service, because that service then gets translated over to the client, and the client's like, wow, you are representing me in the same way that I would be serviced at a 5-star restaurant or hotel, or when I'm going to buy that Maserati and I'm in that showroom and I feel differently than going to the standard, sedan showroom. It's a difference here, and it's all about hospitality. It's all about professionalism. It's all about discretion. It's quite honestly all about something that was built by our New York City president, Hall Wilkie, on the art of, sales professionalism. And he tries to have that permeate to all our markets. And Bess has adopted that as, one of the most powerful leaders inside this industry, has adopted that level of professionalism and that approach towards business that I think, again, separates us, because you could very easily fall into the same exact approach that most every brokerage operates nationally on if you don't spend time in concentrating on not being that. And that's what we spend so much of our time on, is that how do we do something that separates us from the pack and still creates a uniqueness about working with someone with a Brown Harris Stevens business card. And that's almost like what keeps me up at night, is that how do I continue to separate myself from the pack and provide exceptional service that is different from everyone else. And I think we have a responsibility to the experienced professional agents at Brown Harris Stevens to provide that exact type of service.